It's the light. Oh, oh, oh. So my people, I am here. It's one of them evenings. I'm home from work and decided to just jump on to talk with us. So, Miss Roberta Drummond, blessings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. Um, so let's talk. Um, oh, she called me a queen. Good evening. I so appreciate you. I'm an old teacher. I'm an old foot. So queen is a nice, 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 nice um title. Appreciate you, Roberta. So I just wanted us to talk. I just wanted to jump on here and just I did my first live on Sunday and it was quite an interesting um experience. And so tonight I came in and we had staff meeting. Um, then after staff meeting, my principal made an announcement on the Zoom and she wanted a big up Jamaica. Yes, Torian. Yes. People. Yes, LaShawn. Welcome to my channel and thanks for coming in to talk with me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So my principal made an announcement that I needed to come see her in the office. So I was thinking of everything. What did I do? What did I do? So I got downstairs and she actually had done my evaluation and it was awesome. So I felt good leaving work today. I felt good. We had a lot done. I was hoping the kids would be, would be doing a little bit more, but it's we're going step by step a little at a time. So I'm just stopping by so we can talk about anything, any questions you have, anything on your mind you want to share. Thank you, Roberta. Yes, um, thank you. There was a lot of things that I did because I'm old school. There's so much that has changed in teaching today, and but I teach the old school way because I know that our children, if they get a solid foundation, they are going to do well. So, um, pick up yourself, Lashandi. I am doing well, son. I am doing well. Thanks for caring. Thanks for asking. So I teach an old-fashioned way. So when they come into my classroom, I don't get carried away with all of the fluff. I just teach, have the kids, make sure that they're part of the class that I'm teaching. Make sure that they are they're comfortable to get up and ask questions, answer questions, and just to feel good about themselves. Part of what we do is to build self-esteem, to make sure kids, they are moving forward. And so that's what I that's what I focus on. So Terry, and you asked about the repercussion of not getting a good base or foundation in learning. If when our kids, when you look at sixth grade students, they're not able to multiply numbers, basic numbers, they're not able to add or regroup numbers. When you see a kid in the sixth grade and they are struggling with reading because they didn't get the foundation. Foundation means that they got their phonics in so they can put pieces of words together and sound them out and make sure they make sense. Foundation means that they know how to put digits together. They have strategies. 8 plus 7, call myself 8, add 7 more. do those old time things that we were taught when we were kids, building that foundation. When they don't have a foundation, they cannot do much of anything. The work becomes overwhelming. They're confused. They can't give back. And a lot of bad behaviors that we see in the classroom stems from our children not having a solid foundation. Yes, my niece, the foundation is the most important piece because when children can add, subtract, multiply, divide, your brother, when they can do these things, you find that they are confident in what they do. They want to expand, they want to explore more, they want to do so much more. But when there is no foundation, you find that they disrupt the class because they don't know how to do the work. You'll find that they don't want to come to school. They're not happy to come because the work is too challenging. Um, and you just find that it is so much harder to help them because they don't have the little pieces that they need to build with. So again, the repercussion of that is that, oh, exactly, exactly, Terrian. When the kids struggle like that, because you're not going to have one kid in a group of 20 something, or in your case, 30 something. It puts a lot of pressure on us because, first of all, they like to ask you what happened. That's one of the biggest questions. They take the assessment and the kids didn't do well. They look at the teacher. So, what happened? How come they didn't do well? And so you start looking at how much support did you give to me to help them because they're struggling. And you can work with a group of five, or I put mine in groups of five, but I only have, right now, we only have 12 in the classroom. Most of them are learning from home. Um, so you can work with them. Now I have a support staff in the room, I have a paraprofessional with me. And so we are getting so much more done. We're reaching like all the kids who need support. But just think of when it's a normal setting when there was no COVID and you had 27 kids coming into the classroom, and 15 out of them are two grades below grade level. And they are telling us to teach the curriculum. The kids have to be exposed to distributive properties and finding percentages and multiplying decimals, and they have to be exposed to these things. But exposing them to it is one thing, but getting them to do the work is something else. Some of them have been taught some little misconceptions that it's hard to undo. So, in building the foundation, you want people who are knowledgeable to make sure that whatever they put in that foundation, it is the right things so that the kids can build and they can do well. Yes, Janice. One love, niece. So teaching is interesting. Um, it has its great points, but it also has it's a lot of work, and a lot of responsibility that is pushed back on us, and we have to be so passionate with what we do, and we have to just leave the fluff alone and just focus on the children and to help them build where they are, and so we can bring them up. Because for me personally, they look at them for proficiency. I don't look for that. I look for progress made. So if children come to me and they are two grade levels below, I'm hoping that with the strategies that I give to them and what that we use together, that they can get even to another grade level above. So I'm not looking, they might not reach proficiency, but I want to see that they're making growth as we go forward. Hey, Jedi! um, Hey, Pumpkin. All right. So I see Miss Terrian. You are correct. You are so correct. But let's look at it again in another way. The parents, they work, they come home, and yes, you want them to help. You know that many times these parents can't even do the work themselves. We we want parents to encourage the kids and to do more. That is true. We need them to be more involved. And one of the things that I keep wondering is I see from experience that some of them cannot manage the work, but the problem is that they're not reaching out to get help for the work, to do the work. They're comfortable. The only time they get excited is when report card time and kids didn't do well, then they start asking, oh, come, nobody told me. Yes, we have been telling you. If you were looking at if you were looking at the work they were doing, if you would only take their notebooks when they come home, you might not understand it. But you can see that they didn't get something right, or they had to make corrections, or they didn't even make corrections. And you can have conversations with the teacher. So you might be from another country that speaks another language, or you might just be one of those teachers who struggled, parents who struggled, and you didn't get that much, so you cannot help them. But reach out to the teachers. Let us see that you're interested. Um, After school programs, tutoring programs. My sister, my big sister, one love. Um, we can. There's so much more that parents can do apart from just sitting and accepting the failure of the children. Um, when we look at this time, kids have laptops, they have whatever they have as a learning mechanism. Are they using it? You'd be shocked to know that when I go into my virtual classes, people, that, that yes, LaShawn, I know it's so hard with what's going on because if they don't have it, then there's nothing to build on, and there are too many of them falling by the wayside. Um, we look at the virtual learning. They're home with these things. Who is monitoring them? No one. So you find that out of 19 students, I have 4 students logging into a classroom. We take attendance, we call home, we do everything. And parents are saying, they will be there tomorrow, you'll see. We're not seeing it because they're not coming on. So we cannot stay out here and do it for them when they're home. So somebody has to be there monitoring, making sure they're getting on. The kids are smart too, so they will put the screen on and say, yeah, we're on, but then they are playing games. That's all they're doing. They're burning out their little eyes playing games. And the work sits there, never gets done. You have assessments to be done, you have the assignments are posted, and you go in there, 1 turned in, 2 turned in, or 4 turned in. And hey, Mojo, thank you for stopping by. Mojo, Jojo. Um, so you find that these things, it's not a one-way street and it's not a one size fit all. It is all hands on deck to make sure that learning continues. What can we do? It's when they're in, we can do small groups and help them. When they're out there, you're calling, you're begging, you're pleading, you're saying, please, you gotta log on. I'm doing videos in there for you to help you. They don't even look. So it is a little interesting. I teach sixth grade, LaShawn. I teach sixth grade, so they're 11 plus. Um, whoa, King in the house. Yes, Jamaica Life. Nice. Blessings, blessings. Thank you for dropping in. Um, how is it going, King? I saw today that you guys were out there building and getting things done for that lady. More power to you guys and what you do. My people, and I'm talking about teaching, but again, thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Um, and teaching comes in different shapes and forms, not just standing in the classroom. I will share something with us. Sunday came on. I was just on and off because I was so excited. It was new, it was different. I didn't know what to expect. And tonight I got my thoughts together, and so I'm coming on again. And I want us to not only, as for me as a teacher, understand that every one of you in your own way also has that in you. We are all teachers at some level or the other because we take on the charge to guide, to love, to care for, to do so, to encourage, to build self esteem, to just do so much. During COVID, when COVID just started and we all were so lost, we were so afraid, we didn't know what was going on, we didn't know what to expect. I was home here too, and I mentioned that the other day. And I would talk to my sister, she's on here watching me, my sister Alma, one love. I talked to Terry and I talked to many people around me. But there was still that fear because I was here by myself and they were far away. Um, One day I was just sitting here at the desk and I was just looking at YouTube and I came up on a channel, Jamaica Life Nice. And I stood back and I'm just watching and I saw people type, just like they're doing now. They're asking questions and people are involved and laughing out loudly. And I think one person was cooking. I think the first show, King Nick, was a cooking show. And I was so impressed with the skills of that person. And after that, I just want, as soon as I subscribed, and I hope that all of you watching here subscribe to Miss Bev, subscribe and like the videos on Miss Bev's production. Um, and I did my subscription, and every time I hear a ping, I would make sure I go and I watch them, and people are laughing and just, and that thing just lifted my spirit up so much. It gave me hope. It gave me something to come out and to look, to just look forward to. And this young man, there was so much. He started with those cooking shows, and I'm so glad he's here again this evening supporting me. He and his wife have supported me on my journey, and I got to know them because of what he has been doing. And the first thing that he did was uh, they had a charity thing the way they went back to St. Elizabeth. My sister, that's our place, right? Went back to St. Elizabeth in Maine and they did a marvelous thing. People on the channel, they supported him and they were able to go back and just did such a great thing, giving back to the old people. I remembered one of the persons he went to as a teacher, and it just brought tears to your eyes to see that, some people push teachers aside like we're not that important. But that teacher, when she spoke, it just brought tears to your eye. And they gave nice bags. People donated. One lady, I think, donated a lot of chickens. And they packed some nice bags with his aunt Valerie and them up their name and his sister. And they distributed like 40 or 50 bags of food. Awesome. I had to mention this because so often we hear of the negatives, but we don't hear about the positives that people are doing for others. But that thing just did so much for me, and I had to, and I just look forward to watching their show. One of the shows I want to highlight, I'm just asking you, my people. If you go, I hope you can read this. If you go to the YouTube channel and look for Jamaica Life Nice, changing lives one elder and child at a time. You're going to see some of the videos that were done, some of the things that has been done. Recently, he did a back to school drive where kids got book bags and He even the other day went out, he got tablets for kids because we know many kids are living in the remote areas and there's nothing. Parents are not working. Things have changed. And so he got the tablets and he handed them out to children so they can get a little learning while this thing is going on. But we know a lot of our children are lost because of poverty. So I want you guys to go and check out that channel. And I would like one evening that he has a way to hook things up so we can talk to him personally and just hear his story. Okay, he has a story to tell too. And you'll see his humble beginnings and to see how he did not become bitter, he did not become angry. He has used his the blessings that God gave him to give back to others. And that's what I admire about him and appreciate him and his wife. And his following is great. So a lot of them are here now. And I want to say thank you, Mojo, Sean. I see you guys over there on Jamaica Life Nice. And, just to support and to encourage. And I said, money is nothing in life. It's the things that we do. It's the support we give. It's just a kind word. Even as a teacher, you don't you don't know what the kids are going through. They come every day with their struggles. But just a kind word to them, and then you see the little faces now. The mask is hiding a lot, but you can see their eyes, and that's good. And you can know if it's sad or if it's average. So teaching is an interesting thing, and we're teachers in our different shapes and forms, and um, it's okay. So, Joshua, you talk about going back to Africa. I want you first to understand that Africans have done a whole lot for this world, a whole lot, son. So whether it's from Africa or whether it's from wherever, we have carried our share of load. We have. Thank you, Mysterian. Yes, we have done well. So it's all good, son. You see, ignorance is not a good thing. That's why we need to educate ourselves. It's not about having degrees. It's not about, how much money we have or what we can drive or how we can dress. Education means that we understand each man as your brother. We understand that no man is an island. We understand that if you have a bread and and somebody else, you give them a piece of that, you have done something great. So ignorance is not good because ignorance is not good because we know that when we learn about people and their cultures, we learn about the children we work with. We don't need to be judgmental. We learn to appreciate them for who they are, and we try to help them where we can. If you have any questions, guys, Miss Benji, thank you, Miss Benji. Miss Benji, when is my cake gonna be ready? If we have any questions, we can shoot them. So before you leave, guys, give a thumbs up and just if you have questions, then my brother just brought me some fish. So I'm gonna be having that for dinner. Thank you, Jamaica Life Nice. I'm proud of you too. I'm proud of all that you have done and continues to do. I am so glad to be a part of people who follow you and feel encouraged by what you do, because we all have our special talents, and when we find them, they said do not hide them under bushels, but let them shine brightly. So I am so proud of you also. So um where is so how is Jamaica doing, guys? I saw my sister, I saw my niece. Oh no. That's what they call them, swimmers. Of course, here you go. Take it, Prince Nick. Yeah, swimmers. Yeah, man, having some swimmers tonight. So my sister-in-law, Elsa, I see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all we can do, my dear sister-in-law. Just keep up the good works and just put God in front, and then we humble ourselves and go in his name. All right, Prince Nick, take it easy. Okay, I've been to Montreal, LaShawn. I visited Montreal years ago. Yes, Miss Benji. Oh, Jamaica getting ready for Christmas, Jenny. Lights and all the excitement. Weather is nice, Christmas spirit in the air. Wow. Usually people will look forward to coming home. Now we just have to stay put. Yes, Miss Benji, that's my middle name, right? I have to just look and find the good in these children and help them and encourage them. So that's how it is, my people. Christmas still keeping. I hear you, Shadina. Look, we Thanksgiving passed last Thursday. We didn't even put up a tree. We're just like going with the flow. We're just going with the flow. So that's it, people. I know some of you are just getting off work. Thank God we have a job. So I'm going to jump off now until next time when we can hook up again and just talk. Let's talk about anything. Yes, Shadina. Miss Benji said yes. Leshan, there are 11 going to somewhere already 12, but I teach the age where they're not, they're still trying to find themselves. And so they're not so over the top as yet. So 11, some 11 plus. Yeah. But they just need the guidance and the foundation. If they have that and the encouragement, a lot of them, their self-esteem are low, but if you make them feel important. One of the great things, I I do the gems, just like when Jamaica, I still do the gems that I grew up with. Oh, Terry, and stop it. COVID or no COVID, there's Christmas. I guess you have to keep your spirit going. Just be careful. And so I do labor for learning before you grow old. For learning is better than silver and gold. Silver and gold will vanish away, but a good education will never decay. Things like those, I keep them alive and keep encourage the kids with it. It can be done. It's all, just motivate them and encourage them. Thank you, LaShawn. I appreciate you. Thank you. Love returned. So, my people, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you guys and stay safe. Continue to give love. It costs nothing, but it means much to those it is important to. And let's just continue to pray for each other as we go forward because we can do nothing without prayer. Um, so I'm going to sign off now while I enjoy my fish. And I just hope that wherever you are, that you are okay. Thank you, guys. Peace out. I'm happy that you have a calling for teaching, Auntie. Thank you, Pumpkin. Oh, it's important to have the passion when you're a teacher because it can be, um, it can be. Sometimes the behavior of children, it turns you off, but you have to find, you always have to look at it. I say to the kids, your first teacher is your parents. You came into this world with nothing on your little blank slates. So I try to redirect and help them to understand. I would put them in my position. Would you have felt good if I had said that to you? And let them feel, let them understand. So I so I so I use that to just keep on encouraging. So that's what. So peace out again, one love, onward and upward always. And let us encourage one another as we move forward. Thank you, LaShawn. Thank you, and take care. One love. Yes, Jadina. All right, guys. Goodbye.